Assalamualaikum. Hi guys. In this video, I'm going to focus how to do the calculation for formal charge based on a few examples. First thing first, we know that the calculation for the formal charge is used to determine the most plausible Lewis structure. So there are three characteristics that you have to understand. The first one is the atoms in the Lewis structure must bear the smallest formal charge, which usually the most smallest will be 0. And the next one, the negative formal charge appears on the most electronegative atom. And you should remember we have three, the most electronegative atom, FON, fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen. And the last one, the third characteristic, the positive formal charge should appear on the least electronegative atom ataupun on the most electropositive atom, whichever you're comfortable with. So now I'm going to explain based on example 30 about the calculation for the formal charge of CS2. So when we got this kind of chemical formula or compound, we have to determine the Lewis structure. So draw the Lewis structure, but we know that when we're talking about formal charge, there is a possibility that CS2 may contain or may have more than one Lewis structure, and from there we have to determine which one is the most stable. So I'm going to draw the Lewis structure for CS2 first. I hope you still remember how to determine the Lewis structure. You have to calculate all the valence electrons for all atoms in CS2, where I have carbon, which the valence electrons is 4 electrons, and then sulfur we have 2 of it, so 2 times 6 electron, you should get 12 electrons. The total will be 16 electron. And then I'm going to draw my Lewis structure. If I draw, the central atom should be carbon, and then I have 2 sulfur, so I got 2 bonding pair. And after that, I use up 2 bonding pairs, means 4 electrons, so I left with 12 electron. So I got 12 dots around my terminal atoms is sulfur, so I use up everything, so the rest will be 0 electron. And now I'm going to determine my central atom, whether it is octet or not yet. So if you see here, I just got the electrons surround the central atom, my carbon, only 4 because 2 bonding pairs, so 4 electrons. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to take the lone pair from my terminal atom, either sulfur at the right or sulfur at the left, to make a double bond. So if I take one here, so I will have one double bond. And then if I take symmetrically at the left side as well, so I will have one double bond. So this is my first structure. So I'm going to draw it very, very beautiful at the side here. So I got carbon with double bond attached to sulfur, and then each sulfur I only got 2 lone pairs left because another one more dah sudah jadi double bond each of them. So this is the first Lewis structure for CS2. I'm going to label as A. After that, saya ada possibility di mana if I want to return back to original, for example, I still got 3 lone pairs, so this is the original. Now I'm going to take all the lone pairs to make double bond here, and another one more lone pair, another bond, so dia jadi triple bond. Saya dapat another structure. Kalau saya ambil daripada sulfur sebelah kiri, boleh juga saya akan ada triple bond sebelah kiri, tapi dia sama je lah. So pilih salah satu kerana saya nak tunjuk another possible Lewis structure for CS2. So ini adalah another possible structure di mana carbon sudah octet, ada 8 electrons, tapi satu dekat sini single bond, di sini triple bond. So I'm going to draw it very nice at the side. So this is my drawing for the second structure. I have triple bond bonded to sulfur, dan sulfur belah kanan ni hanya ada satu lone pair. dan yang sebelah kiri dia ada 6 electrons, 3 lone pairs. So, dalam kes ini, this is my second Lewis structure. So, there is 2 possible Lewis structures for CS2. So, sekarang saya nak determine which one is the most stable. Saya akan calculate former charge. So, I'm going to do it one by one. So, you can see that from here, you have sulfur, ada 2. So, saya akan label sebelah kiri A, sebelah kanan B untuk both structures. And after that, I'm going to show my calculation. Pilihlah mana formula yang awak nak guna. For me, myself, I will use the most simple one. Valence electron untuk atom tersebut akan tolak dengan all items around it. So, let's calculate each atom dalam CS2 in structure A. So, saya akan calculate carbon ada 4 valence electrons. So, saya akan minus dengan ada 4 item dekat sini. 2 lines kan. So, jadi total dia 4. So, the former charge is 0. Saya terus label 0 dalam bracket dekat atas atom tersebut. Terus label. Jangan waste the time. Okay, now saya calculate untuk SA. So, SA, saya ada sulfur 6 valence electrons and then ada 4 dots plus 2 lines. So, 6 items equals to 0. And then, saya terus letak bracket 0. Okay, former charge dia. And then, untuk SB pula, saya calculate juga 6 valence electrons minus with 6 items as well. Awak ada 4 dots dengan 2 lines. So, equals to 0. Put on the top of the atom untuk former charge. Settle untuk A. So, kalau lihat dekat sini, for the whole former charge, total dia adalah 0. So, this is total former charge. After that, untuk B, saya calculate untuk carbon for B, I have carbon 4 minus. We have 4 lines here, 1 dan 3 belah sini, sekeliling carbon. So, I have 0. And after that, I got SA. SA 6 valence electrons minus with, saya ada 6 dots dan 1 line. So, the total will be 7 items. So, dia akan jadi negatif 1. And then, untuk SB, saya akan ada 6 valence electrons minus with 3 lines and 2 dots. So, 5. Tolong tulis ya positif kat sini sebab we talk about charge. Okay, then next one, jangan lupa awak masih lagi perlu label the former charge. Saya akan label carbon untuk structure B, 0. SA adalah negative 1 and then SB adalah positive 1. So, sebab tu total charge dia masih lagi 0. So, now, macam mana saya nak tentukan the most plausible Lewis structure antara A dan B? So, it depends on your labeling. Saya guna A dan B. So, in this case, kita ingat karakteristik for the most plausible Lewis structure adalah di mana all atoms must bear the smallest former charge. So, that is why saya akan tulis conclusion saya di mana point pertama, saya akan pilihlah yang mana yang paling plausible iaitu A. Sebab in structure A, all atoms ada former charge equals to 0. Kalau B, dia ada negative value, positive value. So, maknanya saya akan cakap lah who is the most plausible Lewis structure first. So, A is the most plausible Lewis structure. And then, point kedua, awak kena bagi tahulah why you choose A sebagai the most plausible Lewis structure. You have to tell the reason. So, reason dia because all atoms in this molecule contain 0 former charge. So, inilah cara kita jawab example how to determine the most plausible Lewis structure based on neutral compound. Example 30. So, maybe akan ada yang tertanya-tanya, kat mana markah saya? So, markah diberi apabila awak label former charge dekat atas atom dalam Lewis structure awak. Itu markah pertama untuk FC. And then, awak ada 2 structure kan? So, akan ada 2 lah markah untuk calculation FC ni. Untuk labeling former charge on each atom. So, untuk calculation, there is no mark. So that is why walaupun awak calculate, jangan lupa untuk label sebab labeling yang dapat markah untuk formal charge. After that, conclusion awak first point akan dapat 1 markah dan reason dia 1 markah. So inilah markah yang diberikan untuk contoh soalan formal charge. So settle with the neutral compound. I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.